Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. His name is Rhapsody. We're back in Jupiter's Forge, the expansion for Offworld Trading Company, the expansion, DLC, whatever. Anyway, what is our strats this time? Before I click this big old play button, what are we doing? What's
Okay.
the leech strats?
Both of us should go robotics because it's just fucking simpler to not have to deal with oxygen and food and oxygen.
Fuel.
Water doesn't have to be dealt with. Fuel has to be dealt with less.
Fuel. Well, yes.
But it's important to not have to deal with those kinds of things so that we can narrow our focus and use our claims accordingly. Especially, it's going to be really important for us to look at what the main colony wants, because that's going to be driving the market for the entirety of the game. This is something that we did successfully in the last series that we forgot how to do in the meantime, apparently.
All right. Okay. This is good. This is fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to enable change game speed and pause during play. So if we want to, like, we can pause and like discuss our strats just as like a thing that we can do.
Okay.
I'll see if that will make a difference. You have to ready up again, but yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. But apart from that, it's all completely the same. So both robotics. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. All right. Okay. What does the colony want? Oh, we don't know yet.
No, we don't know yet, but we can pivot to later.
Like, it's fuel and chemicals that they produce, right? Oh, no. Oxygen, water, and food that they produce. No, we don't know. We don't know. So what are you thinking? Where are we going?
Okay. So I'm going to go kind of middle-ish.
It's paused.
Okay. I'm going to go kind of like quarter away from the left side and then halfway up. So where where the two high aluminiums are, there's a 4 aluminium and a 3 aluminium.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to nestle myself there
as well.
and immediately take one of the aluminiums and one of the irons.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 iron that's directly above. And
Perfect.
I'm going to use most of that to try and get steel and aluminium ready so that we can launch into level 2 really, really quickly. Because for us, it's just steel, aluminium, and you already start, when you choose robotics, with enough electronics to actually get you to level 2 already.
To upgrade once. Yeah, okay, so that's perfect. Should we try going for like the patent strat? Is that what we want to try and achieve?
Depends if the base wants chemicals. If the base doesn't want chemicals, it's probably not going to be a great idea to go that just to get patents. Like, we don't want to rush it to get patents if they're not going to want chemicals later.
You're not wrong.
Something...
Okay, I've got a...
Okay.
Sorry.
Something you might want to really focus on is getting carbon. Because there's carbon space, 2 good carbon spaces on the map.
There's 2. I've got a great plan, right? My plan is, what if I stick down the robotics colony on top of all of these carbon sources, right? So I build over them, and then I claim both very high carbon tiles, which means that we are the sole carbon person on the board.
So what is carbon used for, though? Right? Carbon is used to make glass?
No, not glass. It's made to use chemicals and electronics. So we would prohibit chemicals, or we would at least drive up the price of carbon if they wanted to make chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
So that completely discounts the validity of making chemicals for them, or at least it'll be a hell of a lot more expensive.
So is electronics silicon, carbon, aluminium, and steel?
No, not steel. Just aluminium, silicon, and carbon.
Well, then we will be able to like rush electronics and just super upgrade our bases. That sounds like a really good strat. You do that, and then we can just go way into upgrading our bases really, really quickly so that we can get the claims.
Okay, so I'll do that. You can be the first person to upgrade. As soon as you upgrade, you see the silicon at the bottom, like the tiles at the bottom here. You go straight for that. Like that's your objective. So as soon as we hit the upgrade resources, you try and get that very high silicon at the bottom. Right?
Can do.
Is that okay? That's the plan, right?
Because when I sit down, right, let's think about this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only high silicon on the map, and it's next to the only next high silicon on the map. Maybe that needs to be our priority,
Correct. I mean, there is a lot of volume. There is a lot of high value aluminium. You're right. Actually, you're right. There is a lot of high value aluminium.
Yeah.
What about you see over here? There is you see I see over here at the very right hand side of the map, a quarter from the bottom. There's a very high area of iron density. Like that would be quite nice to get because that's a four level iron even.
It would be, but if like look at the silicon deposits. There's one very high, one medium, and then only lows after that. If we want to get silicon in our build, and silicon is essential for what you're currently talking about, we need that instantly.
You're right. Okay. So I like the plan so far. However, there is a flaw. We have no plan for power. We have no plan for power yet.
We have to sacrifice power initially.
Is that going to be like leveled? Is that going to be phase 2 for you? Like, would you be able to get power with the second or third of your claims?
Well, I mean, no, I can't do it with the second or third of my claims because I have to take the silicon and I have to take this aluminium because it's an upgrade resource, and I have to take one of the irons.
No. So here's what I think you do. You plonk your factory down. You get a level 4 aluminium. You get that level 3 iron, and then you get a steel mill, right? I plonk down in the carbon area. I pick up 2 carbons, and maybe I could get a geothermal vent at that moment.
No,
or was I going to get
no, because I can't take the steel mill because I need to take silicon. Because if I do not take the silicon spot, it's done.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Here's a plan then. Rather than taking the iron spot, just build the steel mill instead, and then just buy iron on auto purchase. Because look at the price of iron, look at the price of steel. Easy money, right? You with me? Because there's no point.
I think because with what we're currently doing, right? If we do this correctly, like if we do heavy investment in getting the steel mills and the aluminium really early, and then we go heavy into electronics, we're going to be upgrading so quickly that we can then go power. We can leave power as the auto purchase for the moment.
I'm okay with that, but the problem with being like a robotics colony is that we consume such an inordinate amount of power that we're just like, it's just like money down the drain.
Yeah, but we're gonna run 2 next claims really, really quickly, and then we can build geothermal vents.
Maybe you're right. Okay. Let's go over the plan just one more time, just so that I'm clear. So you are gonna do what?
I'm gonna plonk myself down on the silicon deposits at the very bottom of the map.
Okay.
I'm going to claim silicon deposit very high. I'm going to have to leave silicon deposit high open because there's no way I can nestle my map that will let me crush one of them and keep the other. Or rather, crush one of them and keep the very high. Then I also claim the aluminium very high next to where I was originally going to be claiming.
Correct. Yep.
And I claim one of the map's very high iron deposits.
No, I don't think you do that. I think you just straight up build a steel mill instead. Like, I genuinely just, like, there's so many iron deposits that I don't think that we should even, like, worry about it. I don't think it's a big deal. I think we just straight up build a steel mill. Like, just fucking purchase the iron manually or through auto purchase.
What are you gonna do? Because why are you getting 2 carbon immediately? Like, you can starve people of carbon, sure, but you're going 2 carbon immediately, and we don't need them both.
You're right.
For example, if we were doing that, I would just sit on all of the silicon and then take both high silicons. No one else gets silicon.
Yes.
I'm not proposing that I do that. I'm saying that there's no reason to go for the double carbon immediately.
But I think if it prohibits people manufacturing chemicals because the price of carbon is so high, then that works in our favor because we are the sole person of carbon.
We don't even know if chemical price is going to be driven up because of the new Paris.
But it won't matter because they will want to produce something with carbon in, whether it's electronics or chemicals. They will want to produce one of those, 100%. I don't know. It's just an idea. Maybe I just go for one carbon then?
I think you just go for one initially.
Okay.
And
all right.
then,
so I go for,
as soon as we get our second upgrade, you can put one on carbon, because no one's going to be building carbon initially. No one needs carbon until later.
You're right. Okay, so I go for one of those.
Mhm.
What's next then? What do I do? Where do I burn my other two claims?
So, well, I mean, then we
You know
should
what? I'm
just get an
thinking-
iron.
We should, but we could also get an electronics factory, like straight off the bat, right?
Like, I guess, but why not go electronics factory, carbon, and the iron, so you
High
can feed
iron
the steel
deposit.
mill?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but like, if we could put down 2 electronics factories
No,
and just like
we won't be able to
buy
feed.
our iron-
We will not be able to feed both of them. We can't
would.
buy all of the iron because we will not be running down our debt because we're not building power.
That's a good point. I could build a geothermal though.
No,
Instead.
stop overcomplicating this.
I'm gonna get both carbons actually on the first phase. So
This does not need to be anywhere near as complicated as you're currently making it.
it does. It needs to be very complicated.
No, okay,
needs to be.
so a electronics is actually going to function better if it's directly next to the silicon. It gets the adjacency bonus, so I'll put down the electronics plant, which means
So you want me to?
What?
So you want me to claim the aluminium maybe?
Which no, which means you go iron and steel mill because they also have an adjacency bonus.
Okay.
And
Okay.
well, I mean, you can also put the steel mill next to your base, but iron has an adjacency bonus with steel mill. And
just
then
gonna put
you
it
go
next to my
carbon.
base.
So you've got your 3 claims there: carbon, iron, and steel. I've got aluminium, silicon, and electronics factory. That'll build electronics. That'll get our second upgrade super quickly. It'll get all of our upgrade materials because that's aluminium and iron, and we get all of the high deposits, the very high deposits.
All right. At what level do we start putting our base down? That's the next question. The last question.
I'm just gonna wait until I have around 40,000 starting debt.
Okay. I shall wait until that moment too.
Okay. Elemental quarry number 1.
A scientific HQ has been founded.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh, great. He's claimed the high aluminium already. Blocked by another player and 2 close.
And he claimed the carbon very high.
high. Yep. There's still another very high carbon, but that's fine.
There is,
It's fine,
but it's
it's
quite
fine.
far from the base.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Those filthy pirates will absolutely screw him over.
Okay. I've got the aluminium, I've got the silicon. I can't put down the electronics factory yet because we don't have any steel.
There you go. Put it down. I've shared with you. Might be enough.
Yeah, that'll start building it.
Perfect.
I mean, it won't be able to construct anything because we still don't have, carbon and aluminium hasn't come in yet.
I've got carbon because I settled on it. I'll give you silicon, and I'll give you aluminium as well. There you go. Carbon is going to be coming in.
Mhm.
Obviously, the fact that it's a fair distance away is a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Yep. No, I'm already building those.
Okay.
Okay. I can actually go the second robotics factory if you'd like. It requires a little
please,
more
that'd be
aluminium and
perfect.
steel, though.
Second electronics factory, did you say? Sorry.
What?
Why would you put down the metal mine over there? Why would you not put it in the bigger bunch of them for
Bigger
the
bunch
next
of them?
adjacency bonus?
Because this one has less power to come back to me.
I suppose. I suppose, yeah.
I mean, it's a fair point you've made, but
It
does have
is.
less power to come back to me.
I am producing steel, but at a very slow pace.
Yeah, if
Is
you
it
can
worth me
bump
getting-
that pace up at all, that's really important. Because steel
you-
is... What?
Yeah. No, it's okay. You just built the second electronics factory. I am going to build... I didn't even realize I had another claim. Wow. Okay, perfect. There we go. Sorry. I didn't realize that I had another claim.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad, completely.
I can't see what the main base wants. How do we see what New Paris wants? Oh, hang on.
I don't know.
Jason, they are using oxygen, water, and... Okay, they're just using the basics, I guess. Right now, at least.
Is that it? Oh. There's a bunch of different modules. Chemical lab. Okay, this boy's got 3 steel, nuclear plant, metal mine. Yeah. Okay. This is not so hot. How much? What's your debt like? 55 grand?
55 grand, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine though. Are you ready for an upgrade? Because I honestly think that I should have the upgrade in order to get more steel production.
Sure. Steel is like steel is the only limit for the production right now. So if you can just get that.
Yeah. I will. Okay. Perfect. Local authorities distribute 1 claim to each corporation. Hey, that's good.
Hey.
That's good shit.
Guess I'll go with this then.
I'm going to use it on steel production, so our steel production is going to be through the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
Price of chemicals going up. Feels bad, man. You might be able to get an upgrade very, very soon. In fact, you'll be able to get an upgrade right now.
Yeah, it's just in 5. There we go. Beautiful.
Yep. Completely free upgrade. And,
where are these geothermal vents? Because I need to place down
there is
one up the very
one
top
near
left.
me.
There's one there.
You find them? Yeah, we need to get on top of this. Yeah, because we are losing money hella bad.
Yeah, I'm like fucking bleeding money right now.
Yeah.
Okay, the more steel we get, the better I am at getting a geothermal vent. My price is being I'm being fucking bought already.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man. I'm gonna have to build
It's
2
okay.
geothermal vents right now to try and downplay my debt.
I think that's okay. Like, I think that's fine. Like, doing that is okay.
If this takes, though, we'll be fine.
If it does. I'm 109k in debt though, so
107.
we're
You're D
the amount
plus
of money that-
1. I am
the amount of money that
vulnerable
I'm-
to a majority buyout, apparently.
the amount of money that I'm losing for power is
Yeah,
quite
I got
simply
bought out
fantastic.
immediately.
You know what? The less we talked about our strategy, the better we did. Like, what?
No,
is this?
no. That
What
was
is
so
this?
that was so close to working.
Do you reckon? I would agree. I think it was. I think it was. I'm D plus 3 rating.
Mm-hmm. I think if I took the first upgrade and immediately just put down the 2 geothermal
Power,
vents by
yeah,
selling off all of the electronic factories, all of the stuff from the electronics factories, we would have been fine. It's
I
just because
actually
they
agree.
didn't come down that we kept going into debt on them.
I actually agree. Yeah. I think that you're right. I think that what we're trying to pull off is like the electronics factory strat, like the early electronics factory strat, and we were pretty close. I would agree with that. I would agree. I would agree. Biggest money sink, 142k in power for me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how he basically made the power, and he got 148k.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
they started
okay.
making power later. They didn't make enough to flood the market, though, unfortunately.
That was rough.
Yeah,
That was
no,
rough,
it
but
was
it
rough.
was a good learning experience, actually. No, but I feel that was a really good learning experience. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, on that note, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Old Potato. His name has been Rhapsody. We'll be back with some even liter strats in the next episode. Until then, bye.
Adios.